By virtue of the powers vested in me as the Chief Executive Officer, I constitute this gathering a congregation of STADIO. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this STADIO Spring 2024 graduation ceremony here at our Waterfall campus. So, graduates, what is a graduation ceremony? A graduation ceremony is the culmination of the graduate's academic journey, and it marks the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. It is an event to celebrate academic achievement and all the hard work that goes with it. So it is a celebration. It is also a historic event for graduates and their families, as the graduates will receive their certificates, degrees, postgraduate degrees, which opens new opportunities for the graduates. Opportunities that may change their lives and their lives of their families forever. But ladies and gentlemen, this week is not just an historic occasion for our graduates, it's also an historic occasion for us as an institution. This campus, for the first time, is hosting STADIO graduations. In the past, this campus was a single school campus, hosting only the School of Education and only offering education qualifications. But today it is a multi-school campus that's hosting the School of Education, the School of Commerce, the School of Law, and soon to be added also the School of Information Technology. Next year, we're very excited about this. Next year we will introduce our newly developed BCom accounting degree here at the Waterfall campus. May I say, we will exclusively offer it here at the Waterfall campus. The BCom degree, ladies and gentlemen, is a pipeline qualification into the PGDA program, which give you entry into the SAICA board exams. For those of you who did not know, STADIO, through its Mole Park brand, is for the second year in a row the biggest producer of CAs, chartered accountants, in our country. A remarkable achievement for such a young institution, and which I think deserves a round of applause. Before I continue, please allow me the opportunity to welcome the following people. On stage, our Executive Head for Contact Learning, Professor Pat Bean, on my right-hand side. Our Head of School for the School of Management and Administration, Dr. Treda Oosthuizen. Where is Treda? There she is. Our Head of Campus for the Waterfall campus, also known as die Baas van die Baas, Dr. Farana Paruk. Farana, thank you so much for hosting us here this week. We really had a great time. Then Dr. Bridget Manyaga. Bridget is our Head of Quality Distance Learning. Then a special word of welcome to our keynote speaker this afternoon, Ndia Magadagela. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Ndia is, let me say, a remarkable entrepreneur. But I would leave that for the Master of Ceremony to introduce her to you later. Ndia, thank you again for making the time available to be with us this afternoon. We really appreciate your time, and we once again look forward to your keynote address. Welcome to you. Our two campus registrars, Tarina Voljen and Ipelene Herbert, these are the people responsible, working behind the scenes and making these graduation ceremonies possible. The academic staff on stage, all our support staff that always go the extra mile to support our students. And then a big warm welcome to the family and friends of our graduates. Your presence make this event extra special to our graduates. From all of us at STADIO, we want to thank you for your continuous support and for being here tonight or this afternoon for the graduates. Without your support, a lot of them would not have been here. That brings us to our VIPs, or should I say VVIPs, very, very important people. The reason for us being here. I can see the excitement. I can see you can't wait to walk over the stage and receive your qualifications. But let me start off by saying, you've done it. Well done, congratulations. We are super proud of you. Let's give them a nice round. Graduates, today is your day. It's your day to celebrate, enjoy every moment of it. And you have permission to take the rest of the day off and celebrate instead. Ladies and gentlemen, STADIO's purpose and vision is to empower the nation by widening access to quality higher education. As an institution, we believe the only way to improve things for the better in this country is to give more people access to quality higher education. South Africa still has a very low higher education participation rate, and we believe that is one of the main reasons for the high unemployment numbers in our country. If I'm not mistaken, our degree graduates in South Africa is still less than 10% of the population. So we as an institution really want to make a significant contribution in this regard and rectify this issue in our country. Our student numbers have doubled over the last 4 years. Currently, we have more than 50,000 students registered at STADIO, making us one of the 7 largest higher education institutions in the country. So we believe that we are well on our way in empowering the nation and giving more people access to higher education, although we realize there's still a lot of work to be done in this regard. Everything we do at STADIO is underpinned by what we call our WWS. The WWS standing for widening access, giving more people opportunity to access higher education. The second W stands for world of work, alignment with the world of work, ensuring that our qualifications are relevant and that our graduates are sought after in the world of work, in the workplace. So how do we do that? We do it by inviting industry into our institution. Right from the development phase, where we develop our programs, we make sure that we meet industry standards. Secondly, we invite industry into our classrooms as guest lecturers. And then thirdly, and very important, we get industry involved in the evaluation of our programs and giving us feedback on how our graduates are performing in the workplace. We then take that feedback and work it back into the curriculum to improve it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to conclude this afternoon by welcoming the new Kulisa Student Share Scheme holders to STADIO Holdings. For those of you who did not know, STADIO Holdings is a listed entity on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. And we're also the only institution that offer our postgraduate students shares after completing their postgraduate qualifications. So today, our honours, masters and doctorate degree students will not just receive their degree certificates, but they will also receive their shareholding certificates, making them shareholders and co-owners of the institution. Let's give them a nice round. is today the share price reached a 52-week high. So you get in at the right time. With that good news, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all now to sit back, relax, and enjoy this joyous occasion with us. Welcome.
Thank you, Foster, for what I can only describe as a warm welcome. He's done it 8 times already this week. This is our 8th graduation this week, and it's taking place in a nice, comfortable but compact environment. Usually we have graduations in big halls, 1,200, 1,400 students at some of the universities. At our campus in Centurion, we can host about 800 people, so it's also a big event. And but these events are incredibly special. Each of them, I've described them earlier today, it's like a house party. You know? Everybody is close to each other and we enjoy it. Towards the end of the function, it gets a bit noisy. The neighbors start complaining, but then we invite the neighbors to join the party. So this is really also an invitation from us to say, please celebrate this event, celebrate with your family member, your friend, your partner, crosses the stage, and it's tradition in South Africa to be vocal and to do that. But please remember there's a person following that person. So we also would like to hear that person's name being announced and the event that takes place. So just please consider it. It's also my privilege now to introduce our keynote speaker. And when I read her CV, funny things go through one's head when you read something all different. But I was thinking about Checker 60 Minutes and electric motorbikes. Those 60-minute motorbikes that go through the suburbs now, one after the other. Imagine if they could all be electric. So, our keynote speaker today is the CEO and co-founder of Everlectic, and she's also a qualified chartered accountant. I present to you Dia. Dia started her career at Deloitte Pretoria. After that, she went into development finance. She's an ex-senior deal maker at the IDC, the Industrial Development Corporation, where she got experience in due diligence, investigations, and transaction structuring. She later became a principal in mergers and acquisitions at the JSE-listed Momentum Metropolitan Holdings. Currently, she's a director in Blackslope Group, and in Blackslope Group, she's the CEO of one of the subsidiaries called Everlectic, as I said, which is an electric vehicle leasing business. Everlectic is the first South African business to package leading international electric vehicles, charging infrastructure, and innovative finance solutions that remove the hurdles to adopting a cleaner and more efficient future for us. Their services make fleet transition to electric vehicles, checkers, as painless as possible. She was named in 2023 as the leading entrepreneur by the African Women Chartered Accountants and one of the top women in mobility in Africa for 2023. Those of you who's going to celebrate with some champagne, you've got a lot of money. There's one called Veuve Clicquot, and very expensive French champagne. But in 2024, our keynote speaker was a finalist for the Bold Women Award by Veuve Clicquot International. Dia is a non-executive director on a number of boards, and she's a regular guest speaker on mergers and acquisitions, and also a prolific conference speaker. Yeah?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I need to be louder than that. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So sometimes I preach in church, so I like the holla back clap crowd. It is such an honor to be here. I would like to greet the leadership of this institution, the staff, the parents of the graduates here today, and the guests of honor, the graduates. Can you give yourself a round of applause because you've done a great job? I'm so grateful for this opportunity to speak, and it took me back to my own graduation, my first graduation, when I graduated from my bachelor's degree in accounting sciences at the University of Pretoria. It was close to 20 years ago, but I remember just how important that day was for me. I actually still remember even the feelings of that day. My parents were there, my dad was still alive, and so I think graduation days are very important, and I think they will be one of the most important days in your life. I remember that on that day when I was graduating, I had many dreams about what would become of myself. Just a bit of my history, I was born in a village of Shanja in Jerere. So if you want to think about dust, think about the dustiest place you've been, and then think of Shanja. That's how dusty it was. And so on that day, sitting in that crowd, the plans that I had for myself were how nice my house would be, how high my house would be, how many vehicles. I would need 10 garages. I would buy the neighbor as well and put more vehicles. I was going to travel the world. I was going to have little Einstein children who called everybody Madam and Sir. Well, I achieved some of those things, not the children, though. But I have come to learn over the years that the responsibility that comes upon us as graduates is more than wanting the good things for ourselves. I want you to remember, graduates, that sitting in this room today, we are part of less than 10% of the South African population that has a post-matric qualification. I think let that sink in a little bit. That is but a very small percentage of the population of this country, especially if you compare us to other countries and our peers. Now, it is clear that if that is the case, the degree that you now hold, the diploma, the certificate that you now hold, cannot just be for your own consumption. It means that a certain responsibility has now been put on you, that as you rise, because yes, indeed, when you build your capacity and you get the education that you have, your capacity is being built and the universe will respond positively to it. But as you rise, remember to make an impact in somebody else's life. Now, there's a saying that they say, to whom much is given, much is expected. And so I say to us today, we have been given much, and much is definitely expected. I've got 3 quick lessons that I would like to share with you, and these are the lessons that I've learned in my career, building a corporate career, firstly at the Industrial Development Corporation, also at Deloitte, but also at Momentum Metropolitan Holdings. But I've also learned this in building the various businesses that I have built over my short 40 years of life. I've also learned this in Everelectric as building this business that is an electric vehicle leasing business, servicing the logistics industry and the retail industry in South Africa. Here is what I have learned. If you look around this room, look to the person to your left and to your right. The person that you're sitting next to might be the next president of South Africa. Yeah. I know it doesn't look like it now. I'm sure the person who was sitting next to me 20 years ago thought, this one. Nothing good comes out of Jerry. The person sitting next to you might be the CEO of one of the JSC listed companies in the future. Here's my point. For you to get far in this life, you're going to need relationships. You are going to need somebody who will either be a sponsor or somebody who will mention your name in a room full of opportunities. Respect every person that you meet. Somebody's clapping, so clap properly. Respect everybody from the janitor to the president. Everybody you meet on your way is going to be very important for you. Lesson number 2. In this thing called life, you will have moments where you will feel like you are walking on water because you are achieving all your goals. But you will have moments where you will fail. In those moments of failure, it's going to feel insurmountable. It's going to feel like this is it, this is the end. But let me remind you, failure is not a destination. I will tell you a little bit of a story from what I have learned building up Electric, a company that leases electric vehicles in a country that also had stage 6 load shedding. Now, call it craziness, but when you are determined and you know that you have thought things through, you will always know that you will complete what you have started. But in starting this business, in the 5 years, we are now 5 years old, we were refused funding not one time, not 5 times, not even 10 times, not even 20 times. I stopped counting at 30 times. And this morning I got another refusal for funding. But if we had given up those many years ago when we were starting, we wouldn't be able to say today we have traveled more than 5 million kilometers in our vehicles. We've got a fleet that's sitting at close to 200 right now. We service some of the top 40 companies on the JSC. We wouldn't be able to say that. And I'm not saying this from a place of anything else but humility to say that even in failure, remember, failure is not the end of it. There's a quote that I love by Theodore Roosevelt, and I won't read all of it, but it's called The Man in the Arena, and it's everywhere in my office actually, because I always remember this when a client says no, when a funder says no, when somebody laughs at me and says, oh, you are just a dreamer. It says it's not the critic who counts, not the one who points out how the strong man stumbles, or how the doer of deeds might have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred with sweat and dust and blood. In the end of that quote, it says, if he fails, and at least he fails while daring greatly. I hope in this room there will be many of you that will dare greatly. You will dare greatly in your careers, you will dare greatly in starting that business, you will dare greatly in starting that social enterprise. Because remember, if you forget everything else, go back to rule number 1, make an impact. Lesson number 3, the notion that you have now this qualification from these prestigious organizations, doors of opportunities are going to just fling open for you and you're going to walk in with no effort of your own. Well, I've come to tell you it's not true. There's going to be continuous learning that we all will need to do. So whatever qualification you're getting here today, aim for the next one, aim to learn the next thing, because the world responds to those who build capacity. My mentor once said to me that the universe does not give us what we want, but it gives us who we are. So learn to build yourself and build your capacity to a point where the universe will react to who you would have become. In closing, I say to you that there is something that has kept me excited and really looking forward to doing the next thing and taking the next step, even when the going was tough, and here it is. I have learned that in life there are seasons. There is seed time and there's a harvest time. Many of us, you and I, are in our period of seed. In seed time, I'm from a village, so we used to have, we used to work in the fields. Seed time was never clean. That's when you had to actually touch the soil, throw in the seed. And in that time, you don't even see the thing that you have put in the ground because it hasn't even started germinating. But seed time will come with the education that we are getting, with all that we are doing to build our capacity. That is the rain that is watering the seed. Harvest time will come. And when harvest time comes, it is those who have built their character while they were in seed time that will make it to the end. When harvest time comes, you will have the character to keep what you have now gotten from the ground. What do I mean? I mean that as you are going through this thing called life, the first thing that should be on your mind is this building my character? Because I want to argue that we need people in this world who've got more character than even the intelligence. We need people who can show up and be humane and have character and be leaders in this country. And not only for this country, remember, your light is not only meant to shine for you and your family, it is for the country, it is for the continent, and it's definitely for the entire globe. In closing, I say, when you look at the future of South Africa, when you cast your mind's eye 50 years from today, what do you see? And better still, what kind of a people will we be as citizens of this country? When I'm 90 years old, in 50 years' time, I want to be rocking my chair there in Jeddah with my great-grandchildren around me. And I want to say I was part of the story. I was part of the people that made an impact, and I can count the numbers of the impacts in communities, in people, in the continent, or even in the world that I have made. And I hope this is your wish for yourself too. This, what you carry today, is bigger than you. Enjoy it, congratulations, but from tomorrow, think about that impact. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. I think what is important is not what was said today, but what you're going to remember from what was said. That's quite important. Many of us on the stage here are teacher educators, or we were teacher educators, and we would evaluate lessons. The PGCE students and the BEd students here today will know what we're talking about. So obviously when we listen to a message, we evaluate the message. There should be an introduction, an exposition, an internalization, making learning a meaningful experience. They were all there. Congratulations with a very good pass rate on your lesson today. I hope you will all remember it as a valuable lesson. Let's kick off and start. I'm now going to request Dr. Mayaga to present the names of the students who appear in our program.
Good afternoon, good evening. We're not starting right. Good afternoon, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. So we are now getting to the main business of the evening, to the graduates. Dare greatly and smile. Let's start there. When you come up on the stage, I'm going to request two things, please. You're going to smile and you don't run off the stage. It's your minute, it's your time, take it in. And you want to look at the pictures now and not be tempted to edit and use filters because you need to set. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the higher certificate in management on the following students. The certificate is an NKF level 5 qualification with 120 credits and 6 modules. Itomeleng Sieta. Eddie Sinowa. Zipi Takase. Where are the places?
Why are you not screaming?
Matia Sirabe.
Where's the vibe? It's even jungle.
Junior STADIO.
Yes.
That's what Alejo Siguelia. Rio Suma. Let's give them another round of applause. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the higher certificate in paralegal studies on the following students. The certificate is an NKF level 5 qualification with 120 credits and 7 modules. Francis Twaile Matile. Halal. Nompumelelo Fudla. Nosiphiwo Zuma. Chelsea Thembalihle. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the diploma in management on the following students. The diploma is an NKF level 6 qualification with a minimum of 360 credits and 14 modules. Maliba Shabalala. Gloria Sibanyoni. Sibongile Sidi. Thokozani Sigubudu. Manda Siaya. Let's respect the tonight. Lemuran Solomon passed with 7 distinctions. Gritado. Tando Tobaha. Anyway, Dimani. Balisa Caribe. Mzimkulu Chewu. Abraham Chikani. Tato Tomeli. Anderson Jobeka. Notabulisho Vilabasi. Victor Vitboy. Yolanda Manda. Thailand. Sharon Cliff. Nothando Sikali. Erika Zobi. Let's keep the heads going, please. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the diploma in policing on the following students. The diploma is an NQF level 6 qualification with 360 credits and 19 modules. Mudumwanzi Fungwani. Sihume Maimane, pass with 10 distinction. Anelita Bali. Yvonne Muloto. Ongezwa Ndintili. Nkosi yethu Phika, pass cum laude with 9 distinctions.
Louder. My God. Go ahead.
Siphiwe Vilakazi. Ezekiel Zondo. Let's give them another round of applause.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Can we repeat good afternoon? Thank you very much. Can we give Dr. Manyaka a round of applause? Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Advanced Diploma in Management on the following students. The Advanced Diploma is an NCLEF Level 7 qualification with 120 credits and 6 modules. Here comes our entrepreneurs, our managers, our CEOs in the public and private sector. Bikatempo. Dinesh Stienka passed with 3 distinctions.
That's my wife.
This is your moment. This is the day for you to remember.
Oh.
Kanyisa Swam.
Oh, my wife.
Usisiwe Kavete. Tapelo Tapo. Thapelo Tamaganyane. Se Lelo Tinane. Veronica Thomas. Tiulebukile Zema. Let's give a round of applause. Let's give ourselves. Susan Zewane. Sanele Shabala. Malike Tessa. Koketo Chite. Lynette van der Linden. Claudia Foster passed with 3 distinctions. Chablani Sita. Tsatsawane Zone. Jabuliseni Zungu. Let's give him Jabuliseni. Thank you very much. He's happy now. Let's see the smile. Bongani Swan. Mr. Swane passed cum laude with 3 distinctions.
Majora had 5.
You can give them a round of applause, ladies and Mr. CEO, I request you to confer a postgraduate certificate in education in senior phase and further education and training teaching on the following students. The postgraduate certificate is an NQF level 7 qualification with a minimum of 128 credits and 8 compulsory modules. These are our high school teachers. They are a feeder to us as an institution of higher learning. Let's give them a round. Yeah, you proceed. Ongani Songwa. Lesiba Letwa. Matapelo Lesuba. Let's give our teachers a round of applause. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer a Bachelor of Policing Practices on the following students: the degrees and NQF level 7 qualification with 370 credits and 19 modules. One instruction policeman, smile, you shall not be charged that way. Raymond Morwane. You can give them another round of applause. Muneimam Museki. Precious Mubi. Lotando Sibanda. Sibusiso Sibia. Zanele Sibuza. Caroline Sitole. Katarina Smith. Komziwe Sovaha. Daina Tabane. Matsidi Sotae. Nelson Temba. Pauline Telele Ayu. Jabulani Koma. Olufefe Tokwe.
Smile.
Tabo Chavala.
Esami ngeleto. Shengu Shabala.
Paulina Zodezi. Luisi Wabantuka. Sylvia Fanica. Miss Fanica passed with 10 distinctions. George Van Veen. Altíssimo Chocala, altíssimo Chocala. Muzo Kulayo Zuma.
Manzi!
Joseph Zuma. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Commerce in Law on the following students. The degree is an NCAF Level 7 qualification with 390 credits and 23 modules. These are our lawyers, our jurists. Deborah Mutabi. Bongani Mahas. Togo Caesar. Divuo Mudao. You can see here, time is money. They charge everything. Tembelize Nzolo. Nomfundiso Ndaku. Zuko Kwasi. Kanisa Mieki. Aina CMA. Lerato Sikosari. Valentino Smith. Rihana Sneijers. Temi Van Heerden. Risuna Manu. Let's give them a round of applause. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Business Administration on the following students. The degrees and NTF level 7 qualification with a minimum of 360 credits and 18 modules. We can give them a round of applause. Nuku Tama. Jodine Trollo. Mone Chawa Di Ra. Delcy Chikota. Nancy Tukela. Cecilia Chalimpi. Jessica Van Heestien. Barend Foster. Fundile Zwelibaat. Let's give him another round of applause. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Arts in Law on the following students. The degree is an NCAF Level 7 qualification with 370 credits and 22 modules. Our lawyers coming up. You can see the work. Marshall Daniels. Talenta Kabini. Mulishe Itubi. Paulina Ramusi. Eren Singh. Ivuo Chikomana. Now hand it over to Dr. Mosnison to continue the
program. Thank you, Sam, and good afternoon to everybody. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Business Administration Honours on the following students. Degrees at NQF Level 8 qualification with 132 credits and 9 modules.
Yes, my lord.
Alvin Rappelli. Ilivale Rerani.
La vista qua non di male anche rare.
Lauren Wilson. Julius Silo. Waterfall. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Policing Practices Honours on the following students. The degrees and NQF Level 8 qualification with 120 credits and 7 modules. Joyce Sibanyoni. Leonard Cylinder. Silani Talali. Iris Talele. Chenile Bab. Bishop Bauer. Cynthia Murphy. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Laws degree to the following students. Degrees and NQF Level 8 qualification with 255 credits and 60 modules. Morello Mchesi. Romeo Sidiri. Passed with 8 distinctions. Silvana Sekatane. Iska van Tonder. Rita Momsa Ward. Joseph Belko. Amobi Okoro. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Master of Management on the following students. The degrees at NPF Level 9 qualification with 180 credits and 80 honors. Rachel Ramlal, the topic, exploring the role of managers in leading change management during the introduction of technology in early childhood development. A case study of company ABC. The supervisor was Dr. Jodine Muto. Angelane Vicenda Ngubeni. The topic, the influence of talent management practices on organizational performance. The case of Vincent Construction and Development. The supervisor was Dr. Lisa van Hoek. Alicia Schutter, the topic, transformational leadership as a strategy for addressing organizational inertia. A case of a South African private higher education institution. The supervisor was Dr. Sakile Manyati. Good someone said evaluation of the effects of mental health on South African Police Service employees' performance. The supervisor was Professor Padawali Undutola. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Master of Police Practices on the following students. The degrees at NPF Level 9 qualification of 180 credits and 6 modules. Sam Kilisiwe Kwango. Investigating the increase in number of crimes against women and children in KwaZulu-Natal. The supervisor was Dr. Davies Kumar. Montesile Dlebe, his topic, an evaluation of the security risks at the police stations and buildings, housing subs members and designing approaches to mitigate risks. Supervisor was Dr. Mosinati Mieta. I request you to confer the Advanced Diploma in Management on the following students. The Advanced Diploma is an NPF Level 7 qualification with 120 credits and 6 modules. I don't know if we started. persons whose names were not read but appear in a program received their qualification in absentia. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I have the privilege to present the Top Achiever Awards this evening. Graduates who achieved a minimum overall grade average of 75% for their program on the first attempt are eligible for consideration for these awards. Top achievers are hereby acknowledged for their outstanding academic excellence in the following programs. I'm asking that when your name is read, that you please come to the stage. The top overall achievement for the diploma in policing goes to Mr. Nkosietu with the average of 76%. Congratulations, Mr. The next award is for our top overall achievement for the Bachelor of Business Administration. This award goes to John Dick Paul Jr. van Burik with an average of 86.6%. In absentia, we congratulate him on that achievement. Thank you very much.
My last role is for us to rise and sing the national anthem. But that will mean that you will have to go home after. So we don't want that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to introduce you to Arun Deshpande, who is a professional musician of 30 years of experience. He's from the UK, and he heard of the STADIO choir and he visited us, and he loved the passion and the talent, and he's now collaborating with our choir on an ongoing basis. Unfortunately, our choir can't be here for this ceremony, but Arun has agreed to entertain us with a solo performance. After that,